to say that Allah has a child cannot come from the intellect. It cannot come from knowledge. It cannot come from a book. Where does it come from? They literally invent it from their mouths. كَبُرَتْ كَلِمَةً تَخْرُجُ مِنْ أَفْوَاهِهِمْ. It's just words. It's hot speech. It doesn't have a basis in the intellect, in the scripture, in the aql. All of this is coming straight from their hot air. كَبُرَتْ كَلِمَةً تَخْرُجُ مِنْ أَفْوَاهِهِمْ. And then to affirm how evil it is, they are saying, إِنْ يَقُولُونَ إِلَّا كَذِبًا. They are saying that which is not true. It is a lie. And to lie about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is of the greatest crimes. And the Quran tells us in Surah Maryam, the Quran tells us that when the creation around us, when the heavens and the earth, when the mountains hear that certain beings attribute a child to Allah, those mountains, they want to crumble. We have no knowledge of who is Allah except through the Quran. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala criticizes anybody who claims that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has a child. What a monstrosity comes from their mouths. كَبُرَتْ كَلِمَةً. What an evil lie their mouth utters. كَبُرَتْ كَلِمَةً تَخْرُجُ مِنْ أَفْوَاهِهِمْ إِنْ يَقُولُونَ إِلَّا كَذِبًا. They are saying nothing except lies. Anyone who says Allah has a child or children or daughters or sons, this is not true. مَا لَهُمْ بِهِ مِنْ عِلْمٍ. How do you know this? Do you know this? Where do you get it from? This person is getting his information from shaitan. This is what the Quran tells us. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala negates any false information. You have no knowledge, neither you nor your forefathers. What a monstrosity comes from their mouths. We despise falsehood. We despise lies. It is ingrained in us that when we are slandered, we want to defend ourselves. And this feeling comes from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He put it in us. And our Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam clarified this. He said, there is no being who is more patient than Allah. They slander Him, and they lie about Him, and they accuse Him of having children, and He still provides for them. If your enemy lied about you, could you be generous to that enemy? If your enemy accused you of a crime, of a falsehood, could you be generous to that enemy? No, wallahi, you could not.